I'm Lane Yates, and I've been a member at Christ Central for about 14 years. I'm bringing you my story today because I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that God is with you in the heights and in the depths, and I know that because He's been with me. I first remember being depressed when I was 9 years old, and by the time I was in my late teens, my parents were at a loss as to what to do with me. They sent me to a child psychiatrist, but they still weren't clear what was going on with me, and they couldn't have known that my future held some very difficult times. My freshman year of college was fun, and I did binge drinking and self-harm, and I came back my sophomore year having decided not to drink anymore. So I had this huge hole in my soul and in my heart, and I didn't know how to fill it. There were Christians on campus, but they really got on my nerves. And there was this one girl that I called a Jesus freak. And by divine appointment, we became friends. And I told her, I said, I can't be friends with you. I said, I've been a partier and a liar, and I just can't be friends with you. And she said, come up to my dorm room, I want to tell you something. And she told me about how she had given her life to Christ. And so over the next couple months, she shared Jesus with me. And after that time, I found myself alone in an empty church, praying to receive Christ. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to receive Christ, but I had this Bible that she had given me, and I just flipped it open. And my eye went immediately to Luke 15:10, where it says, all the angels in heaven will rejoice when one sinner repents. Well, I was one sinner, and I was repenting. And so I poured out all my sin that I could recall, starting with the stuff I was most ashamed of. And I left that church born again and set free, a new creation. But I left that church with something that I had walked in with, and that was an undiagnosed mental illness. As a young professional, I found myself having problems on the job, and I was forced to get help, and that help led to a diagnosis of bipolar. And bipolar is extreme highs and devastating lows, and other symptoms too. But it totally explained my story. Mania is like a fire in the brain, and when I had to recover from mania, it was almost as devastating as depression. I had bills to pay for money I shouldn't have spent. I had relationships to repair. And I went through this one depressive episode where I found myself walking towards the place where I was certain I would take my life. And God dropped me to my knees, and the Holy Spirit poured over me this scripture. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. As I traveled this journey of learning and living about bipolar, my journey included a barrage of medications and medication changes. And one of those medicines dampened creativity, and it caused me not to be able to write music anymore. I had written music since I was 13, and it was a gift from God, and it was a gift for me to give my friends and to give back to God. And to lose it was devastating. And I stepped out ahead of God, and I stopped taking the medicine. because I wanted to write again. And I did write. But after about 2 weeks, I became very ill, and I learned that I needed to take the medicine even if I lost the music. You know, I still wait with my hands out to receive a song. And I've received a couple and recorded them and since forgotten them because it's so hard to play when I'm not able to write.
When you sleep, I sing over you. And when you rest, I restore you. I hide you in the shadow of my wings, where I'll wait with you. Yes, I'll wait with you. I'll wait with you. I will wait with you. I will wait.
After years of battling mental illness, it no longer rages through my life. I have peace that comes from God, and I have the wellness that comes from doctors and the right medicine, friends who love me, and family who care for me. God has been with me through the heights and through the depths, like it says in Psalm 139. He is faithful, He is good, He is holy, and He is merciful and gentle. He's never failed me. He's never grown weary of rescuing me. He is with us.
I'll wait with you.